Welcome to Lockhart, Texas. It's the BBQ Capital of Texas, and that's a fact. The Texas legislature made it a law about 20 years ago. Come take a trip with John, Cliff, and Nathan on the Lockhart, Texas barbecue adventure. Texas barbecue is mostly known for its beef, so we need a picture of a cow. Here's our cow, has all the different cuts of beef on there that you are probably familiar with, but we're going to focus mostly on the brisket, which is the shoulder portion. It's right here in red, right here. It's generally a tough cut of meat, and that's what these Texas cooks have been known to do for so many years, is cook it low and slow to render out all the juices, to make it nice and tender. And what Texas is famous for is their brisket. If you're thinking of Texas barbecue, most of the time you are thinking of brisket, and that's where it comes from, right here on the shoulder chest piece of the cow. Our first stop was the Lockhart Chisholm Trail BBQ. Here's a sample of what they offer. I got the 3-meat plate, which is sausage, brisket, and pork ribs. You get a couple of sides as well. There you go, folks, the Lockhart Chisholm Trail BBQ, the first stop of 4 there in Lockhart, Texas. In downtown Lockhart is Smitty's. Smitty's used to have a different name. It used to be called Kreitz, which is a family name. Kreitz left to build their own building about 20 years ago, so the rest of the family, the Schmidts, took over as Smitty's. You walk down these long hallways right up to the fire burners, right to the pits. Been doing it this way for a century? Why stop now? Over a century, actually. There we go. Once again, the sausage, brisket, and pork ribs like we have gotten just the night before at the Chisholm Trail. We got the same thing at Smitty's. Take a look inside Smitty's. Like I said, this place has been around for over a century. Just has a different name now. We're off to our next stop there in Lockhart, Texas. On the way, we saw a bunch of cows. A whole bunch of cows there in Central Texas. Our next stop was Black's Barbecue. They've been in business since 1932. The same family has owned it the entire time. At Black's, you walk in the front entrance and there's a little hallway that you have to wait in line. You can smell everything. You can check out the menu. You can actually see what other folks are eating there in the dining room. All right, here is the butcher slicing up some delicious cuts of their famous brisket there at Black's Barbecue. Jalapeno sausage, regular sausage brisket, and the beef rib. We did a little bit something different here. I was told I had to try the beef ribs there at Black's, and they did not disappoint. Our final stop on our barbecue adventure was Kreitz Market. It's been in business for the longest time, but it's only been in this building for about 20 years. You walk in the front door, you walk down a long hallway, and you go right up to the butcher block, and you order your meat at the butcher block, and then you walk into another room to order your sides and your drinks. There we have it, folks. Some sausage, brisket, and pork ribs. We got the same thing at each place just to try and sample, see which one we liked the most. And we didn't really come up with a winner, but we didn't come up with a loser either. They were all really, really good. Very filling, very delicious. Texas style brisket. They only cook it using salt and pepper and smoke. They use post oak wood. There you have it, folks. The Lockhart Texas barbecue adventure. Hope you enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed eating it.